Hey guys, welcome to a brand new video on my channel, Makes Movies. If you are new to this channel, this is basically where I talk to you guys about my passion for movies. This goes from collections, hauls, reviews, and today's video, so let's get into it. Okay, so I think this might be the most controversial Disney live-action remake we have gotten so far. And I finally got to see it today, because obviously tomorrow I'm going to be doing my original versus remake, which for the first time ever, I'm actually haven't done a review for both films before the video. So I'm going to have to try and rework my original versus remake video tomorrow. I don't know how I'm going to do it, but we shall see. But yeah, so today I finally got to see Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. So this is the most recent Disney live action film we've got, and it's one of two we're getting this year, because obviously the second one is Lilo and Stitch, which I am hoping and praying that will be a good film, because if not, I will not be impressed. But yes, so this is the one that's based on the very first Disney film we ever got. So just to give you a very basic plot summary, we are following the character of Snow White, who ends up losing her parents and is then looked after by her evil stepmother. However, the evil stepmother is all about looks and beauty and being the fairest of them all. So she then tries to go after Snow White. Snow White runs away, meets up with the Seven Dwarfs. And I'm not going to say any more on that, because I do try and stay as spoiler-free as I possibly can. Plus, also, I think we all know what the story of Snow White is at the moment. I think pretty much everyone knows the gist. But yeah, so I know leading up to this film, there was a lot of disheartened people, a lot of people that weren't very happy with it, and sort of like, even just watching the trailer, they weren't too happy about it. Certain things caused certain issues, and I kind of get that, especially if, for example, you really love the original, the remake comes about and it doesn't go as well as you think it would. So I went into this with a fairly open mind. Bearing in mind I had watched the original Snow White the night before. Plus, I'm not really that attached to the original film, so I feel like my opinion might be slightly different to others. And yeah, so we'll get into my review. What I will say is this is just going off, like, straight off the bat after having seen the film, like, literally about an hour, 2 hours ago. However, my feelings might actually change tomorrow once I sleep on it. Because, like I said in my out of cinema reaction video, I have very mixed feelings on it. And I'm not really sure what to think. I'm sort of struggling. I'm very 50-50 on it at the moment. I think Rachel Zegler, I think that's how you say her name. Is it Zegler? Rachel Zegler, yeah. I think she did amazing as Snow White. I think she did really well. Her voice is amazing. I think she played the character nicely. Gal Gadot as Evil Queen, I think she did alright. I think there's been better villains done in the other films, like Angelina Jolie as Maleficent and Emma Stone as Cruella. But Gal Gadot does do a pretty good performance, to be honest. I quite enjoyed it. It was certainly different to the original film. But it was nice. And what I will say is, what I like to give more about the positive side of things is that it doesn't copy and paste the original. And to me, a remake needs to change things up. Follow the story, but either add some bits, take some bits away, whatever you're feeling, just do it. Like, do whatever you have to do and just make it so it's not a full-out copy. And this one certainly does do things quite a few bits differently, actually. It was quite nice to see. That is one of my positives I will say about this film, is that it did surprise me in what they added, what they took away. Now, with these Disney live-action remakes, especially ones that are based on somewhat musicals, I know the original film has a couple of songs in it but it's not a flat out musical to me anyway, at least. But with the live action remakes, they've been adding extra songs. I mean, for example, Beauty and the Beast, you had Evermore, which I absolutely love that song. Aladdin, Jasmine had her own song. So it's nice that these live action films have been adding new songs to it, and they added quite a few new songs to this one. In fact, I think this might be the most musical one of a movie that weren't too musically, as weird as that sounds explaining it. I liked All Is Fair, Gal Gadot's villain song. Had a few little things I weren't too impressed with the song, but overall I found it quite catchy and ended up listening to it on the way home as well. And the other one that I really liked is the main Rachel one that we've seen in the trailers. A Wish You Want or something like that. I can't remember what it is. It's not Whistle While You Work. It's not that one. It's the Wish Your Heart Makes or something. I can't remember the title of it, but it's the one we've heard quite a bit in the trailers. Hearing the full version of it, I really liked it, and especially, as much as I loved the bit we heard in the trailer, I also really liked the echo, 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 like that part of the song. That was really good. Another thing I like is that a lot of the characters have changed up a bit, which was quite nice. Some of my gripes, though. So one of my gripes is that the pacing, although it's different to the original in the sense of pacing, which I will explain in my original versus remake video, the pacing in this one, I feel like it does go on a bit longer than it should. I think there's like a couple of bits you could maybe cut out and it wouldn't be too missed. So I will say that's one of my gripes. One of my other gripes is to do with a scene containing Dopey, and I think we all know what that scene is if you've seen the film. I honestly did not like that. That sort of upset me a little bit. I just thought how they went about it, and I was like, because they never did that in the original film, so to me that sort of like, I felt a bit bad. But whether that's because I had something like that growing up in high school, like having to deal with that myself, I think I just felt a little bit hurt by it a bit. I felt for Dopey. I love Dopey. The dwarfs, they weren't too bad. I must admit, I'm quite surprised. I mean, I know there was a lot of controversy behind it, and I would have liked for it to be, I don't know, it's tough because like I said, I like the dwarfs, but also I feel like the CGI on them weren't all that great. I feel like they could have done a bit better with that. I don't know, because it's just tough. It's very tough to talk about things like this because I know that there's so much controversy behind the film, and it's just, I get it, but at the same time, it shouldn't have been, to me, I feel like it shouldn't have been put so far behind just because of those controversies. Would I say it's one of the best live action films we've got? No. I still think there's a couple of others, to be honest, there's probably like about 4 or 5 maybe that I would put above this one. But I honestly don't think it was that bad of a remake. Like I said, it does have its hits, has its misses. I can see the controversies. I can see where people would have enjoyed it, where some people wouldn't have. I will admit, my feelings kept changing throughout the film. So at one point, I was really enjoying it. Then something happened for like a good 10 minutes or so. Lost interest. But then I picked up again. Lost interest. Picked up again. I mean, like one of the new songs, I think it's the Princess Pride, the Princess Problems. I wasn't a massive fan of that song, to be honest. That was one of the ones that I was a bit like, I was a bit touch and go on that one, to be honest. I'm very much like, it's it's tough for me, I think. Sorry, the cat's scratching at my door. Sorry, I had to let the cat in. But yeah, I think it's one of those that I do have to watch it again. Whether I'll watch it again in the cinema or if I'll wait until it comes to streaming, then I might give it another go. But I will be completely honest, I don't think it should have been... What's the best way of putting it? It shouldn't have been put down as much as it should have been, because I have seen a lot worse remakes. I've seen remakes that, to be honest, really just, they're not all that great. And I think for what they've done for modernising the tale, I think they've done really well with it. Not great, but I think they did pretty well with it. So I think final score wise, I'm struggling between 5.5 and 6. I think I'm going to go 5.5 for now, but I do feel like it is going to be one of those films that when I do watch it again, I will probably find myself giving it a bit more of a higher score, because I do feel like it's going to be one of those films that does grow on me. But I do say, do give it a shot. If you haven't gone to see it, do go and see it, because I think you'll get some enjoyment out of it. So do give it a go. But yes, so I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, then do give it a thumbs up. And if you are new to the channel, then go ahead, hit that subscribe button and also notification bell down below to be notified when I post. And leave me your comments and thoughts on Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, the live action remake. Did you enjoy it? Did you not enjoy it? Let me know what you think of all the controversies. Do you agree with them? Do you not agree with them? And what's your favourite version of Snow White that is live action? Let me know in the comments down below, and I'll see you guys next time.